All right, Ian, what's been going on with this Marvel Ultimate Alliance re-release?
Well, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series is kind of like a mix between like a Gauntlet or a Baldur's Gate type, um, not the classic PC RPGs, but the console Dark Alliance series. They're dungeon crawlers that utilize the Marvel universe and the Marvel characters, where you go through levels, you beat up enemies, you gain experience, and you get skill trees. You can unlock more powers for your characters, and people love them. Especially Marvel fans, you usually have a large selection of Marvel superheroes to pick from. They stemmed from the X-Men Legends series, which was what spawned the whole series. And they're beloved, and for a long time they disappeared due to licensing. The Marvel license is notoriously flitters between companies, and somehow Activision has gotten this back and has decided to re-release them because fans love them. Well, they really kind of botched this re-release. They re-released both of them at $40 each for games that...
How old are these games?
Well, the first one is old enough to have PlayStation 1 and Xbox versions. Those were the original... Or PlayStation 2 and Xbox versions.
So like 2006 about?
I think earlier than that. Those were the original consoles they came out on. They also got... Xbox 360 and PS3 releases.
Yeah, 2006.
You're right. Yeah, about 2006, around the time
October
those consoles
2006.
released. And then Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 is probably about 2 years later, maybe 3 years later, 2009. And they released on Steam, and they had, and I believe Xbox One and PS4. With no controller support on the Steam releases, which is just, an absolutely stupid and glaring oversight. And for the $40 price tag, or you could buy both for $60, they had none of the original DLC packed in, which was like an additional 6 or 7 characters at least for the second version.
Wow.
And a number of performance issues described for both. So this is a classic Activision cash grab. And basically, they slapped an insanely high price tag on 2 games, hoping to appeal to the nostalgia market for 2 games that were well received, and hoping that the fanboys and the people who fondly remembered these would pay out for them. Luckily, it seems like Marvel are being the good guys in this, and caught wind of the...
The mouse caught wind?
Yeah, caught wind of the problems, and currently, since this article has come out, they're working on fixing the problems and basically forcing Activision's hand to include the DLC in both games, and fix the performance issues, add the controller support to Steam, and basically make these worth the price point, or at least as worth the price point as you can. I highly doubt Activision's going to change the price point. That would do nothing but piss off the people who have already bought them at this price point. So I don't see the price point changing.
Yeah, Bill Roseman, the creative director at Marvel Games, actually went on Twitter and said the add-on content and PC fixes are on the way. So yeah, they're not happy, because this is, at the end of the day, this is still a game with their characters.
Yeah, and it's going to make them look bad if they don't fix it, even if Activision publishes it. A lot of people have a tough time separating developer from publisher, from character license. So it only behooves Marvel to fix this mess as quickly as they can and make this look as good as they possibly can.
Yeah, they send their goon squad over to Activision and tell them, hey, fuckers, you ever want to work with us again, you're going to fix this.
And I believe like the ad for, or the advertising text for the first one even said the Hulk was going to be, the Hulk was included in the first one, which was originally like, I think, a pre-order bonus or something like that, or in a DLC pack. And of course he wasn't in the game when you downloaded it, because he was part of a DLC pack, or he was a pre-order bonus. So people were immediately pissed about that because they downloaded it and they went to go play as the Hulk, and he's nowhere to be found. So good one, Activision.
This is where having a huge scary corporation like Disney is actually working in the consumer's favor. Because at the end of the day, they want your money, Disney. They want to make sure you have fun. If you have more fun, they get more of your money. Everyone wins.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to make Disney as fun as possible. That's why when someone dies horribly, they get the body away and hose it all down quickly so you go back on that ride as someone just got decapitated on. And you look up the deaths at Disney list. It's really fun to read. But anyway, so I'm glad that Disney's stepping in and saying, all right, let's take care of this mess, Activision, because this is a game that came out before Disney owned these characters, but they're still now it's still their baby though. It's still, they have to watch out for it. So good on them for putting the pressure on. That probably was not a pleasant phone call to
No. No, I can't imagine it was.
Ever seen the South Park with Mickey going around beating the shit out of people with a bat?
No.
Probably something like that.